Behold, how the mighty ocean reclaims what was once a jewel among the earth. Dwarka, the golden city, the abode of the supreme Lord Krishna, now sinks into the embrace of the boundless waters. What is this sight before my eyes, this calamity that rends my heart? O fate, inscrutable and stern, thou dost humble even the loftiest of creations. Is this not the same Dwarka that shone like the heavens, adorned with towers that kissed the sky, where Dharma thrived beneath Krishna's divine gaze? These streets, once vibrant with the laughter of men and women, the cries of children, and the songs of devotion, are now silent, swallowed by the unrelenting tide. O Krishna, O Keshava, why dost thou allow this fate? Has the wheel of time turned to this moment, where even thy city must dissolve? The earth feels barren without thy divine presence, and now, even this sacred ground, where thy feet once trod, vanishes before me. What meaning lies in this destruction? Is this thy Lila, a play that my mortal mind cannot comprehend? How frail is the pride of man, thinking his works eternal. How fleeting is the splendor of the world. I, who have wielded the Gandava with thy grace and fought countless battles, now stand powerless, a mere witness to the march of time.
The ancient city of Dwarka holds a profound place in Indian culture and history, often associated with Lord Krishna's kingdom as described in the Mahabharata. For centuries, this legendary city was regarded as a mythological construct rather than a historical reality. However, the groundbreaking work of the late Dr. S.R. Rao, a pioneering Indian archaeologist, shed new light on the existence of Dwarka and its significance in India's cultural and historical landscape. Through meticulous underwater archaeological research, Rao provided compelling evidence that linked the mythological Dwarka to a submerged city off the coast of Gujarat. The city of Dwarka is prominently mentioned in the Mahabharata and other ancient texts, like the Harivamsha and the Puranas. According to these accounts, Dwarka was a grand and prosperous city established by Lord Krishna after his migration from Mathura. It is said to have been built on the western coast of India, protected by a complex system of fortifications and surrounded by the sea. The texts describe Dwarka as a marvel of engineering and architecture, with golden palaces, lush gardens, and vibrant marketplaces. However, the city's end came dramatically when it was submerged in the sea, marking a poignant conclusion to Krishna's earthly life. For centuries, the tale of Dwarka was seen primarily as a religious or mythological narrative, with little tangible evidence to support its historical existence. Scholars debated whether Dwarka was a real city or an allegorical construct, representing an idealized vision of urban life and governance. The lack of concrete evidence kept the story of Dwarka firmly in the realm of mythology, until Dr. S.R. Rao and his team began their path-breaking investigations. Dr. S.R. Rao was a renowned archaeologist whose work spanned multiple aspects of Indian history, from the Indus Valley civilization to historical coastal settlements. As one of the foremost experts in marine archaeology, he brought a scientific and systematic approach to exploring submerged cultural heritage. Rao's interest in Dwarka was piqued by the tantalizing possibility that ancient Indian texts might hold kernels of historical truth. In the 1970s, Rao led a team from the Marine Archaeology Unit of the National Institute of Oceanography to explore the coastal areas near modern-day Dwarka and Bet Dwarka in Gujarat. His research was driven by an interdisciplinary methodology combining textual analysis, geological surveys, and underwater exploration. This holistic approach allowed Rao to connect ancient literary descriptions with physical evidence on the seabed. Rao's underwater explorations uncovered a series of significant structures and artifacts that provided substantial evidence for a submerged city near the present-day Dwarka. Using diving expeditions and sonar technology, his team discovered stone anchors, walls, and rectangular structures that appeared to be part of an ancient settlement. These findings were consistent with descriptions of a fortified city surrounded by water, as mentioned in the Mahabharata and other texts. One of the most striking discoveries was a series of massive stone blocks arranged in a geometric pattern suggesting the presence of harbor installations or breakwaters. The team also recovered pottery, terracotta beads, and other artifacts, many of which were dated to the late Harappan period. This timeline overlapped with the period traditionally associated with Lord Krishna's life, lending credibility to the hypothesis that the submerged city could be linked to the legendary Dwarka. Another significant find was the identification of stone anchors, which indicated that the city had a thriving maritime economy. These anchors were similar to those found at other ancient ports in India and the Mediterranean, suggesting that Dwarka was part of a broader network of trade and cultural exchange. Dr. Rao's discoveries had far-reaching implications for Indian archaeology and historical scholarship. First, they provided a concrete basis for re-evaluating the historical validity of ancient Indian texts. While the Mahabharata and Puranas are often classified as religious literature, Rao's findings demonstrated that these texts might also contain valuable historical information about urban development, maritime trade, and socio-political structures in ancient India. Second, the discovery of a submerged city near Dwarka highlighted the advanced engineering and architectural capabilities of ancient Indian civilizations. The structures uncovered by Rao's team indicated a high degree of planning and technical expertise, particularly in constructing fortifications and harbor facilities in a challenging coastal environment. This reinforced the idea that ancient Indian societies were not only culturally rich, but also technologically sophisticated. Third, Rao's work underscored the importance of marine archaeology as a discipline. Until his pioneering efforts, underwater exploration had received limited attention in India. By demonstrating the potential of marine archaeology to uncover lost chapters of history, Rao inspired a new generation of researchers to explore India's submerged heritage. Since Dr. Rao's initial discoveries, further explorations have been conducted in the waters near Dwarka and Bet Dwarka. Advances in technology, such as remote sensing, underwater robotics, and isotopic analysis, have allowed researchers to build on Rao's work and uncover additional evidence of submerged settlements. While the debate over the precise nature of Dwarka continues, there is little doubt that Rao's research has transformed the way we understand India's ancient coastal heritage. Dr. S.R. Rao's contributions to Indian archaeology extend far beyond his work on Dwarka. As a pioneer of marine archaeology, he played a crucial role in raising awareness about the need to protect and study underwater cultural heritage. His interdisciplinary approach, combining textual analysis with cutting-edge technology, set a benchmark for future research in the field. Today, his work serves as an inspiration for scholars and archaeologists seeking to unravel the mysteries of India's past. The research of Dr. S.R. Rao on the existence of Dwarka represents a landmark achievement in Indian archaeology. By blending scientific rigor with a respect for ancient texts, Rao challenged conventional boundaries between ancient cultures and history. His discoveries of submerged structures and artifacts off the coast of Gujarat provided compelling evidence that the legendary city of Dwarka might have been more than a mythological construct. While debates about the exact nature of the site persist, Rao's work has undoubtedly deepened our understanding of India's ancient history and its enduring cultural narratives. In doing so, he has left a lasting legacy, reminding us of the rich and complex interplay between history, ancient traditions, and archaeology.